This week, it's Mastercard for the lounge, IFE that's in retro style, and we get to sample Club Europe with British Airways. If that sounds good, stay tuned as we fly with British Airways in Club Europe from Prague over to London Heathrow. Thanks so much for joining me. Sympathy please, I've got a bit of a croaky voice. The challenge with flying all the time is you also catch lots of germs from fellow passengers. Anyways, here is our jet arriving in Prague, and here's the details. This 24-year-old Airbus A319. Like a lot of my flights, today is sponsored by Avios, so just 16,250 Avios points and £12.50 has got me into the Club Europe cabin from Prague over to London Heathrow today. I don't think that's too bad a deal. Prague is a lovely little airport, and having just arrived off a flight from Istanbul, I went through that weird scenario where I didn't need to go through passport control. I felt like I was in no man's land, which technically I kind of was. Anyways, time to find the lounge. So who knew credit card companies are now running lounges? This is the Mastercard lounge at Prague Airport. It's the lounge that British Airways use here. And you know what? It's not a bad lounge. Okay, fairly basic food offering and some decent drink selections, but a wonderful view and lots of lovely places to sit and relax before your flight. As a Club Europe customer, I got to use this lounge as part of my ticket. I've got a bit of a thing for watching my plane land when it arrives at the airport, and today was no exception as we watch my jet touch down on its short flight over from London. This is a great testament to the brilliant views in the Prague lounge. Now suitably full of cold cuts, salad and beer, yes, that natural combination, it was time for me to head to my aeroplane. You'll see here another really good view of the lounge, some really nice seating, brilliant views, and it's in really good condition. This is being refurbished at the moment apparently. I was surprised by that, as I think it's in pretty good condition anyway. So you can't get too far into one of my videos without a quick plug. Do like, subscribe and set notifications for my videos so you don't get to miss all of my adventures in the future. And thanks as ever to all of you who already subscribe. I really appreciate it. A Club Europe seat also affords priority boarding, although I kind of missed that because I was quite late in getting over to the gate. But boarding was really easy via a jet bridge, and here we have a lovely view of EasyJet's Airbus A321 as we board. Now, as we board, yes, of course, intra-Europe business class is literally economy seating with the middle one left free. You do, at least on this one, get a little tray table in between the two seats. It was seat 1F for me today, which was actually really good as you get lots of lovely legroom, and on this particular flight I didn't have anyone sat next to me anyways, so I got to enjoy a lot of space just to myself. Here's the seat configuration for those that are interested, although worth a mention, we certainly didn't have a Club Europe cabin as big as this picture suggests. Now, you can knock their Club Europe cabin and the hard product, but I have to say the crew on board not only gave me a very warm and friendly welcome, but actually were brilliant pretty much the whole way through the flight. So you may well moan about the hard product, but I have to say British Airways tends to come through when it comes to the staff. So thank you to those that were on board on the day, and I did send a thank you through the normal channels as they were excellent. Anyways, soon we were on our way and taxiing in a fairly miserable and grey day here in Prague. We had a fairly long taxi out to the runway, but got to bump into this very unusual aircraft as we made our way out to the runway. Anyone know what that is? Maybe leave a comment below. There was no queue for the runway, so without delay we headed straight on to the runway for our departure from Prague. So as ever, I'll go into silent mode for our takeoff. We were soon enveloped in a very low cloud base as we made our climb out of Prague. Now, despite the window kind of showing the aircraft's age, I have to say the interior was immaculate and didn't look like an aircraft that was 24 years old and had no doubt covered many millions of passenger miles. But soon we emerged into beautiful blue skies, my personal favourite, and there's a lovely reflection of our jet on the clouds below. What a nice effect. Oh, go on, honestly, if you've got this far in the video, you really ought to subscribe so that you see some more. Just another quick plug, do like and subscribe for more aviation adventures on my channel. Thanks again. So a quick seat tour then. As I say, this is economy with a economy seat left free in the middle, but if you're in the front row of these aircraft, you obviously get lots of legroom, and you'll see here, aside from my ugly mug, the seats only went back about as far as 6 rows. The tray table comes out from the seat as we were right at the front, but was reasonably substantial and folded out to give you plenty of space. Of course, you've also got the table in the middle of the seats to give you more space on top of this. There's no entertainment on this flight, but you really don't need it with a view like this. Service soon started though. I was instantly given some fizz alongside some salted rosemary snack mix. We then moved on to having some sort of chili chicken, which I have to say was absolutely delicious. It's quite hot too. I washed that down with a lovely white wine. There's that retro IFE, which frankly was just the moving map, by the way. Anyways, something else accrued in which I thought was really good. It's the very first time I've had a Bailey's coffee, and it was excellent. Look at the smile on that face. The crew continued to be super attentive all the way through the flight, and I was given multiple drink services alongside a couple of cups of coffee as we started to make our descent into London Heathrow. I thought this was a nice shot, as it's rare to actually catch the fan blades moving in the way that I've captured them here. Just thought it was kind of cool. Descent came very quickly, and all in all the flight ended up only taking about an hour and 40 minutes, which was quicker than I expected. So to recap, on the basis the flight has cost me £12.50 and some Avios, it represents extremely good value. But is this a service that you would ultimately pay for if you had to pay with real money? It's a debate that rages on, and I will launch a video in the very near future that compares intra-Europe business class versus just flying economy. Let's face it, you're only flying a couple of hours in most cases. Is a business class ticket really worth it? For comparison, if I were to fly today, same routing, and go economy basic with British Airways, it will be £129. That goes up to £147 if you add a bag and seat selection. But then if you fly Club Europe, as I have flown today, that would have cost you £245. So that's another £100 on top of a normal economy fare. Is what I've had today really worth £100? Maybe, maybe not, but we'll explore that when I launch the next video very soon. Here we are making our final approach now onto 09 left at Heathrow Airport. I should have bought a lottery ticket, I think. I've never seen the M25 actually moving when I fly into Heathrow Airport. With fine views of Terminal 5 and the British Airways fleet, we make a lovely smooth touchdown at Heathrow Airport following about an hour and 40-minute flight from Prague. Very nicely done, and welcome to Heathrow Airport. Another really good flight, aside from the cost being very low, of course. The staff on board made this flight an exceptional experience, really good service, and really appreciated their attentiveness throughout the flight. Now, if I was paying real money, would this flight have been worthwhile? I'm really not sure, it's a tough one. £240 or so for a flight for an hour and 40 minutes. That's kind of steep, but equally, if you've got status with British Airways, you get quite a lot of those benefits for free anyway. So in reality, you're paying about £100 more for a flight where you're going to get an extra meal on board, you'll get booze, and you'll of course get things like priority boarding and so on. Anyways, here we are, travelling to the gate at Terminal 3 with a beautiful vista of a Qantas and Virgin Boeing 787. And that ends our video today. Do like and subscribe if you like what I've done today and want to see more videos in the future. For now, thanks so much for watching. I wish everyone a very happy new year and look forward to bringing you more content in 2025. Thanks again for watching.